back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the new ILUVSARAHI X Dose of Colors collection. I'm sure you guys have seen it all over Instagram, but it is such an amazing collection. I got everything except for the two highlighters and the brillo gloss. I didn't purchase those items because I knew I was on a budget and I wanted to purchase what I know I'm going to be wearing, but I did get everything else besides those three things. So if you guys want to see how I got this look using the palette, then please keep on watching. So I've already primed and set my eyes with soft ochre paint pot, and the first color that I'm going to use is going to be Loungy. And it's this beautiful peachy shade right here. And I'm going to use that as my transition color. So this is already blending out very, very nicely. It's super creamy and easy to blend out. Okay, so I'm going to take a little more. Also, if you feel like you've taken your shadow up a bit too high, you can always take like your face powder or a bone colored shadow and apply it right here and start to really blend it into this color so it kind of diffuses it and it's not so high up as well, which I'm gonna do later on. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to the next shade. So next I'm going to take the shade Poquito Más, and I hope that I'm saying it right because the names are on the back of the palette and it's kind of confusing to read, at least for me, but it's this shade here. And I'm just going to take that on a 217 and apply this in my crease, starting at the outer edge and then slowly bringing it inward. I'm only going to take it in about halfway as well. I don't think I'm going to bring it in all the way. I think for now that's good. Take a little more. And I'm also going to bring it on to the outer portion of my lid as well, just a little bit. And then I'm going to take the first brush that I was using, it doesn't have anything on it, and I'm going to buff this out. Okay, so just really quick before I move on to finish off the eyes, I'm going to take a little bit of mineralized skin finish. This is in the shade Warm Rose. I believe this is discontinued, but you can pretty much use any face powder to do this with. I'm going to take a little bit on a clean brush and put it right on my brow bone and then really start to diffuse this up here because I feel like I brought it up a little too high. It's kind of bugging me. And by doing this step, you're also really buffing out the shadow at the top, so if you feel like you didn't blend it right, you can take a color like this and really just start to diffuse this and everything's going to blend really nicely together. So next for my lid, I'm going to take the shade Palma and I'm going to first apply some glitter glue just so that it has something to stick to and it doesn't transfer all the way up to my crease. So now I'm taking the shade Palma and I sprayed a little bit of Fix Plus on it, and now I'm just going to dab this on my lid. And I don't want to create a cut crease, so I'm just going to dab it on my lid and take a little more Fix Plus. I'm not going to take the color all the way down because I'm going to add a little bit more of like a darker shade here. So I'm going to do my eyeliner really quick. Probably the worst eyeliner I've ever done, but I'll fix it later. So I'm just going to move on to my foundation and I will be right back. So next I'm just going to go ahead and apply some eyelashes. So these are by a makeup artist on Instagram. Her name is Verg MUA. I'll link her Instagram as well as her website down below. But these lashes are super high quality and they're super affordable as well. So I'm still going to keep the baking powder on until I finish off my entire makeup. So now we're going to move on and finish off the eyes. And for in my crease, I'm going to take Finders Keepers. And I'm going to take just the smallest amount of that and put this in my crease with a pencil brush. This is by e.l.f. And I like to do my crease after I put my lashes on because I feel like it just defines my eyes a little more and it helps me figure out where to place shadows. And I'm also going to take some of that onto the outer portion where we didn't fill in with the teal color. Also, I'm going to mix just a tiny bit of those two colors. Try not to use as much black. And I'm going to use that to buff it out. And then I'm going to take my 217 again, and there's nothing on it, just whatever was left on here from when I used it. And I'm just going to mesh everything together. So for the bottom part of my eye, I'm just going to keep it pretty simple. I'm going to mix the two matte shades together and run that underneath my lash line with a pencil brush. And I'm going to focus the majority of the color on the outer portion, and then whatever I have left, I'm going to sweep over to the inner corner as well. So now I'm going to take the black shade in the palette on a shader brush and push that as close as possible to my lower lashes. And again, I'm going to take that color only halfway. And then I'm going to take the two matte shades again and use that to buff out the black. And then I'm going to take this multi-use pencil by MAC and I'm going to run it on my waterline. So I'm just going to dust everything off and apply some mascara. So for the lips, I'm going to be using a lip liner by LA Girl, and this is in the shade Natural Cream. And then right over top of that, I'm taking Barely There. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and like always, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below, and I will see you guys next time.